Hello, everyone. Uh, Thank you for joining our today's session on the topic Dynamics, still on Dynamics GP. It's time to move forward. My name is Domas. I'm responsible for sales at Simplanova. And today I'm not alone. I'm here with my colleague Andres, who works as a project manager here in Simplanova, and he's the one who is responsible for helping partners to move successfully Dynamics GP solutions to Business Central Cloud.
Hi.
Before starting the session, if you will have any questions regarding the migration from GP to BC or any other related or not related question to that, uh, please don't use the chat box, use the Q&A part, because within the end of this session, we will have a Q&A part where me and Andrews will try to support with all the questions that you have. Uh, Also, if you won't be able to stay through all the session, the recording will be sent to all of you. So please keep in mind that within the couple of days, you will get the recording from Simplanova's team. Okay, so before starting, maybe I'll jump to a quick introduction for all of you who have joined. Might be the case that you haven't worked with Simplanova before or haven't heard about us, because in one way or another, Simplanova is more known in Dynamics Business Central world, not that much in GP. As let's say, we just recently started helping partners with GP solutions. So who we are and what we do. As you see from the slides, Simplanova can help you with various activities. So one of them would be the development services. Also, we are specializing in upgrade field. We have created various automated tools for upgrades. And of course, we are helping for quite a lot of ISVs while migrating their solution to latest Business Central versions. So how we started our operations in general. Simplanova started the operations back in 2013 with one of the major challenges, to help partners to migrate classic solutions to the RTC at that time, because, there were quite a lot of uh, difficulties and challenges while changing classic reports to RDLC. Maybe it was not that difficult from the technical point of view, but it was really time-consuming thing. And because of that, we've noticed that it is a challenge because the upgrades are becoming more and more expensive. Customers are not happy. It's not an easy thing, to easily sell the upgrade and migrate client to the latest version. So we've spent some time, done some analysis, built a team of experts in upgrade field, gained all the required best practices, and started working on upgrades while helping partners to move their customer solutions to the latest versions at that time. And we've noticed that there are quite a lot of manual work to do. So at the same time, in parallel, we've started building tools that would allow partners or our team internally to work with upgrades faster. Such tools as Simplanova's report converter, data port converter that converts those objects automatically. So you just need to spend a couple of minutes or something to uh, complete the report in order to use it within the latest version. So we've handled the challenge. Everything went smoothly until 2018 when Microsoft launched the AI language and moved from NAV RTC versions to BC to Business Central. So then once again, we've noticed that there's quite a big challenge to do the transition from CL to AL. And once again, we've stepped in. We've been like a pioneers at the moment, at that moment, and tried to help all the partners to move either their solutions to the latest versions or their customer solutions. And once again, we've noticed that there are quite a lot of manual work to do. So once again, our team decided that we need to build something. So we've created Simplanova's AL tool that helps to handle various issues that clients will face after converting the solution with Microsoft TXT to AL tool. And this, of course, once again, saves quite a lot of time on the upgrades, the latest Business Central versions. Uh, if you will have any questions regarding the services of Simplanova, regarding the BC part, uh, don't hesitate to contact sales@simplanova.com, and of course, we'll get back as soon as possible. But right now, our today's topic, of course, is not about BC Dynamics NAV to Business Central migrations. It's about the GP part. But still, yeah, one of the things regarding Simplanova is that we've saved quite a lot of hours while working with partners on their projects, while migrating their solutions. More than 111,000 hours. We've been working with more than 230 partners all over the world and delivered more than 500 projects together with our partners. And because of that, Simplanova was recognized by Microsoft. So we've become officially an ISV development center back in 2022. And we didn't stop there. We've became also an official Microsoft Modernization Center as a proof that we are helping partners to migrate their customers to the latest BC versions and, making sure that more and more companies would use the latest version of Business Central. So that would be a short introductory about us, and let's move forward to our main topic: challenges for Dynamics GP users. So as you may know, if you are working with GP, so end of support is looming. So Microsoft has already announced that the end of product enhancement, regulatory updates, service packs, and technical support for Dynamics GP will end by September 30th of 2029. And the end of security updates will be by April 30th of 2031. So this is one of the challenges, and I assume all GP users should be prepared for that. And I assume that majority of GP partners have already informed the end users that there should be a switch at some point. Another one challenge while working with the GP, of course, is aging infrastructure. Many of GP users still rely on the on-premises services servers, leading to increased maintenance costs and limited scalability. Challenges regarding customizations. So, existing customizations may not be compatible with the newer platforms, which requires a significant rework. Also, due to the fact that this system is still within the on-prem version, so there are quite a lot of limitations regarding the integrations. So difficulty in integrating with modern tools and platforms, hindering digital transformation efforts, and so forth. And of course, last but not least, would be the compliance risks, potential non-compliance with evolving regulatory requirements due to outdated systems. So of course, within this day, it's all good, but for some companies, due to audits, they would not be able, to go through audit successfully if the system is outdated. So there are just a couple of factors, couple of challenges, and when we have them, so we need to find the plan, what we are going to do afterward. So of course, there are different options to switch to other ERPs, maybe not supported by Microsoft, etc. But our suggestion, of course, as we are Dynamics BC partner, would be to suggest to switch to Dynamics Business Central. I already discussed about this with Andrew, so might be the case that during the session I'll make a couple of mistakes while saying switching BC to GP and vice versa, but hopefully that we won't have many cases like this. So, okay, why your customers should do the switch from Dynamics GP to Business Central? So one, of course, would be that Business Central is a cloud-native ERP solution, eliminating the need for on-premise infrastructure and offering a proper scalability. Advanced features, which incorporates AI tools, predictive analytics, automation to enhance business operations. Seamless integrations. It offers tight integration with Microsoft 365 and other Microsoft services, streamlining workflows, and so on. Regarding security, well, once again, built on Microsoft secure cloud infrastructure, providing robust data protection. So for sure, your client will be pretty safe on while staying on Business Central SaaS version, and of course, future proofing, which aligns with Microsoft's long-term ERP strategy, ensuring ongoing support and innovation. So I hope these statements could help to convince your clients to switch to Business Central. And if that's a positive answer, then how about the Dynamics GP upgrade services with Simplanova? So Dynamics GP service, Dynamics GP upgrade would be a special process with automated services introduced to get your customers upgraded within the same month, keeping on the current version with low cost, low partner, and the end customer time contribution. This one is actually pretty similar to Simplanova's Clean Start services. Clean Start services is a service where we are helping existing Dynamics NAV customers to do the migration to Business Central while simply migrating their data and keeping all the rest of the objects, all the rest of the customizations out of scope. So we would migrate the data so the client could use the standard of Business Central because of course, with the latest BC versions, we have much more features than, for example, if we would do the migration from Navision 4.0, which is not that often currently, but still we do have some cases. So what are the great good things while working with dynamic GP upgrades with Simplanova? One of the things is we are always providing the fixed price scope, which would be a guarantee for you before starting the project. So you would see exactly what would be the required efforts for Simplanova to do the migration. So we would migrate we would do the full test data migration for your client. We would migrate all the standard tables and custom tables as well. We would use standard Microsoft tool for migrating a part of GP standard GP from standard GP tables to standard Business Central tables, and all the rest of the tables, all the rest data would go as in the custom range. Of course, afterward, we would do the functional testing to see if everything works smoothly and so on. Additionally, we would provide you the documentation on how to perform live data migration. If you would decide to do live data migration instead of Simplanova's team, of course, after all our projects, we are providing the support period during which you will test the solution. And if you will see that something is not working in the way that it should be, let's say there would be issues related to the upgrade itself, it would be up to us to fix that. So how everything looks in the as in the time frame, let's say. First of all, we need to get the required efforts to do the migration itself. And for this step, you don't even need to contact Simplanova directly. We have created Dynamics GP upgrade calculator, which I'll show you later on during the session. So one great thing, you will fill in all the information regarding the project and you will get an instant proposal. And if you will be satisfied with the proposal itself, you just contact us while sharing the proposal. And this proposal would be like an annex to the statement of work, and straight away we could start working on it. The instant proposal, of course, would be based on the fixed price. So you will get a fixed price proposal. On average, we are starting those kind of projects within a matter of 4 weeks. Once again, depending on the size of your customer solution. If, let's say, hypothetically, we would have a project which is smaller than 100 hours, most probably we could start it within a matter of 1 or 2 weeks. If that would be a bigger solution, we might start in 4 or 5 weeks. But on average, I would say we could start for sure within span of 4 weeks. And duration for those kind of projects also varies, let's say from 1 week to month and a half. I haven't seen a GP migration which would last more than 2 months. As the same with our clean start upgrades. After the upgrade, we will provide you once again the free warranty, because once we will test the solution, we will deliver it to you. You will do the testing internally, and if you will notice something, that's on us to fix that. And of course, one of the advantages is that we have already invested quite some time while doing the GP migrations, and we have built our own tools that would help to migrate some of the data, of course, as I mentioned, together with Microsoft tool. So we are spending less and less time on the manual work with this. So just a table, how everything would look like. So the destination all the time, if we would do the GP upgrade to BC, would be on SaaS. Customizations, all the customizations that you have created, I'm not talking about the data, but the customizations in general would be not included. If you want to bring something to the latest version, that would be an additional scope, additional services, which we can discuss later on. So we would migrate all the data, so which would be in the test data migration part. Production data migration, we can do that as well, but this is optional. It depends on you whether you would like to do the final steps before going live with the customer, or you would like to leave this step for us. Of course, majority of those go lives are during the weekends. If you will do the live data migration, you will get all the migration scripts from our side. You will get the migration toolkit, which would allow you successfully to do the live data migration. Once again, our part would be to do a proper functional testing to make sure that everything works well, so you don't need to spend much time while testing the solution, etc. Afterward, free warranty for up to 1 month. Price always fixed. Time to production typically in 1 or 2 months. And as I've mentioned, instant price with the calculator. And as I've mentioned about the calculator, maybe we can try and see how it works. In the chat box, you can see right now the link. So while following this link, you can also open the GP to BC upgrade calculator. So you can straight away try your uh, calculator, try the calculator and see how it works. So I will go to Simplanova. If you would go simply to our website, so you would see that we are offering various services. So let's move Microsoft GP migration to Dynamics Business Central. And here is the calculator. So let's say that the database is 50 gigabytes. There are 2 companies. Destination is Business Central SaaS, of course. Important note, this calculator will work only if your client solution is Dynamics GP 2015 or newer. So let's pick that it is GP 2015. Let's switch to US localization. Here it is. There is a possibility to switch localizations. That sometimes happens as well. Another one important step regarding the live data migration. So you can choose it to do it during the working days, during business hours, on weekends, or there is an option that you will do the test data migration, the live data migration, I'm sorry. So let's choose the weekends. This is the usually the most used option. Let's enter the email address in order to get the quote. One important thing is that if you will decide to use Gmail account or Yahoo or non-existing email or something, you won't get any responses from the system. So our goal is to make sure that you would use your company's domain or something, because if you will use Gmail, you won't get any proposals. Okay, let's choose the currency USD, project name GP webinar, production migration date to be determined. I don't know yet. I agree with the policy and send. Generate a proposal. And that's it. Right now I need to go to my inbox and check what kind of email I have received. And here is the email, Outlook. Okay, and here we have it. So this would be the proposal that you would get from our side. Here is the amount that you would need to pay for this migration from GP to Business Central SaaS. proposal is valid for up to 3 months. Of course, you need to take into consideration one thing. If hypothetically, if you would do the calculation within September, where we still have Business Central 26th. On October, we will have Business Central 27. So this price that you received in September will not be valid in October for the new version. It still be valid for BC 26th, but it will not be valid for BC 27 because within September, still we don't know what would be the differences between those versions. So we need to adapt a little bit our calculator. Might be the thing that it won't have any impact for doing the migration, but still, just to be safe, this would be valid only for BC 26th. So here are all the inputs that I've used. 50 gigabytes as a database, 2 companies to migrate, the target version, Dynamics GP 2015 as the current version, localizations, etc., etc. Go live during the weekend. And this proposal, as I've mentioned, would be as a statement of work, would be as an annex to our statement of work if you would consider to work with us later on. So we have already done not a couple, but we've done some of those migrations already during the last. We've started doing GP migrations since summer last year, and we've been doing that since, and we've done with some, let's say, challenging options. Andres will share later on the challenges that we had with some partners, and I'll share one of the case studies with you. Oh, just give me a second. I need to switch to the right slide. So yeah, here is one of the case study, a partner from Ireland, to whom we've done the GP migration to Dynamics Business Central. So we've migrated the database of 150 gigabytes with 7 companies. We've managed to do the upgrade in under 2 months. And Andres, maybe you can share some of the challenges that we had while performing the upgrade.
Yeah, so because our client was using Ireland localization on his BC environment, and Microsoft didn't officially release GP to BC migration toolkit for Ireland, we had to compile Microsoft source code of migration toolkit to custom range and migrate it that way. So yeah, everything was fine and the client was happy.
For sure, for sure. Our client was happy with this project. As you may know, to be honest, in Europe we don't have so many clients that would use GP. It's basically either in Ireland or the UK. But yeah, we are helping partners in Europe as well, and of course the majority of the clients to whom we help to do these GP migrations would be in the US as well. You have quite a lot of installations there. This case study that I've just shared with you once again is a simple case where we've used Microsoft tool to migrate 4 modules from GP standard to BC standard, and all the remaining data went to the custom range. Andres, maybe you can once again remind the modules that we are migrating with Microsoft tools from GP standard to BC standard.
So Microsoft Standard Toolkit only migrates, I think, 4 modules. For
Yes.
example, item master to item table. And what we do, we migrate everything else to custom. We generate custom tables from GPSQL database, for example, fixed asset master, and we create the same table in BC. And we use replication to migrate data that way.
Mhm. Okay. And let's take under say a hypothetical case which is not that much then maybe related with our clean start not the clean start GP to BC migration with the calculator, because maybe for some of the partners it won't be enough just to migrate these modules to the standard, but maybe they will have something related to the, I don't know, some other data that should go directly to Business Central standard. Well, what we could do in this option, what we could also
Um,
include.
we can do mapping for an extra scope, but the clients will have to provide additional document for us, field mappings. For example, fixed asset masters to BC fixed asset.
Okay, great. So it means that we do have more options, if
Yep, of
if
course.
if it's n- not the if your goal is to make sure that you will have as much required data within the standard, but not the custom range, there is a possibility to do that, of course, and do the right mapping so we could properly, migrate the data from GP to Business Central and use as much everything in Business Central. One more thing, Andres, actually, this is just came up to me. I don't know whether you are familiar with that, so I don't know whether you'll have the answer. I just read in many comments that clients are looking um, for solutions for payroll solutions within Business Central, because Business Central does not have it in standard as GP has. So
Yep.
for example, if a client would decide to add an add-on related to payroll to Business Central, would it be possible to migrate somehow, of course, doing the mapping, to migrate the data from GP to that add-on?
Yep, it is possible, but as I said, it will require mapping.
So basically in the same way.
Yep,
Perfect.
yep, yep.
Perfect. So no limitations. Good to
Yeah,
hear.
every bit of data will be in BC.
Great, great, great. Okay. So if you will have more questions regarding the migration from GP to BC, send us all the questions. Of course, still within the end of the session, we will have a Q&A. If you'll have any questions, we'll try to answer straight away. If not, you can contact sales at Simplanova directly, and we'll do all the best from our side. But right now, I would like to talk about a few other things that could help to your GP clients to move easier to Business Central, because Microsoft has some incentives in order to help your clients to move to Business Central SaaS. So one of the incentives, which is, let's say, pre-sales activity, there are two pre-sales activities regarding the incentives and one post. So one of them is Business Central needs assessment, which means that you need to do a workshop with your client while analyzing his solution. So at this point, it would be the GP solution. and finding out the right way how you should go to Business Central SaaS. So one of the purpose, would be to conduct a workshop to demonstrate the benefits of migrating to BC SaaS. Uh, what is the incentive? So this incentive would be for up to 1,500 US dollars. Eligibility. Partner must have a Microsoft Cloud Partner Program Agreement and be enrolled in the Microsoft Commerce Incentives. Uh, another one thing, from the customer qualifications, they should be applicable to all customers planning to migrate to BC SaaS. One important thing, we still have time for this program till the end of June 2025. Hopefully, Microsoft will continue with this program, but we don't know. So if you think that you could have a workshop with the customer, you could claim for this incentive, which could, either cover some your expenses while doing the workshop, or maybe cover some expenses while doing the upgrade itself. And of course, the proof of execution would be a signed workshop agreement and attendance records. So your client will get everything would go through Microsoft portal that your client need to show that yes, he had the workshop together with a partner. So that would be one of the ways. Another one important part where you can get even bigger incentive, which is up to 3,500 US dollars, would be Business Central Migration Assessment. So this assessment, this report will be as a sort of commercial proposal for the client, where in the written form he will get a document proposal, what is required, how much it would cost, to do the actual migration to Business Central Cloud. So you need to provide a detailed assessment of the current customer's system, including the technical and functional evaluations, and recommend an upgrade approach. This is a part where actually Simplanova could help. We are helping partners, to prepare also these assessments. So that would help you to get the incentives, and to make sure that your customer could start the upgrade easier, in this case, with additional incentives. Right now, we would have the same criteria for eligibility. Customer qualifications would be the same. And once again, engagement term would be the same. This program is valid till the 30th of June of 2025. Hopefully, Microsoft will give us some good news within the end of June, that they will continue with the program, but we'll see. I cannot guarantee and tell something from our perspective about the Microsoft, but hopefully they will continue the program. And of course, the proof of execution would be the assessment report prepared by the partner to the end customer. And once again, the customer will receive a survey from the Microsoft, where they need to fill in some information that yes, the partner claimed for the incentive for this migration assessment. Customer received everything, and everything went well. And one more incentive, which is much bigger, which is up to 18,000 US dollars, is Business Central Deployment Accelerator. So you can claim already when you've started the project and your client have already purchased the licenses. So the incentive for this program is the amount of the incentive depends on that how many users the client is going to buy. So the lowest incentive would be for 4,500 US dollars. Next step would be 9,000 US dollars, and if I'm not mistaken, then would be 18,000 US dollars. But this is the maximum that your client can get. Yes, so once again, the eligibility and customer eligibility for the partner would be the same. Customer qualifications, new customers to Dynamics 365 Business Central who purchases a 1 year or 3 year full price subscription. The same thing regarding the term. It will end within the June 30th, 2025. So you need to act fast if you want to get this incentive. And hopefully, this will be renewed when Microsoft will start their new financial years. And what is the proof of execution for this one? It would be a signed migration agreement, migration plan, and a proof of license acquisition prepared by the partner. So that would be it about the programs. I hope that these programs could really help to speed up the process and migrate your GP customers to Business Central and make all parties happy. That would be it today from our side, and I think that we could start with our Q&A session. Just give me a moment, and I will check whether we have any questions here.
Chris asked, does our migration tool bring in all general ledger history? So the answer is yes, because we migrate every table to a custom range. So yes. And Carol asked, Domas, can you provide the
Yes.
slide deck from today's presentation?
Regarding the slides, I'll need to clarify that with the marketing department, whether we'll do, but I know for sure that recording will be available for all the attendees. Regarding the slides, I'll need to clarify. So yes, I think that one of the things, where you could see at least, the required efforts and how much it would cost to do the migration from GP to BC would be with our Clean Start calculator. And later on, you can compare the what you could get through the incentives from Microsoft. And it might be the case that some of the incentives, might cover the cost of the whole project. So that would be a really win-win situation for all parties. For partner, it is always great to have their customers on the latest versions, and customer will be happy because the expenses for the migration itself won't be that expensive. So okay, I see that we do not have any additional questions, so maybe let's wait for one minute or two. Uh, so for all of you, if you will have any additional questions later on, or maybe you would like to set up a meeting with us, uh, just contact sales@simplanova.com. We'll get back to you directly, or if you will visit our website, www.simplanova.com, there you will find lots and lots of services from our site. So just pick the service that you're interested in and you just leave an inquiry and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.